Welcome back to the Papa Meat channel.
W editing.
Well, how you doing? How you doing? Come on in and sit on down because we are, life is tough. The future is bleak. And sometimes you want to know that future, right? Because we all know that life can be tough sometimes. It's easy to let the world get.
4:30 is the intro. No cap. No cap. I appreciate him putting like, you know, a little bit of pizzazz into his videos, but like, fucking hell, dude, I'm sitting here waiting fucking a Disney decade to get here, bro. This shit long as hell. Come on now, bro.
Get you down. And often when people are desperate.
Not this is still the intro, bro. K, are you, bro? I think you might have a little bit of stream delay again, bro.
Need of hope, they're willing to do almost anything to get it. Get hope. In a situation like these, people turn to psychics and fortune tellers. All throughout history, people have enlisted the help.
Have y'all, chat? Have we ever confided in a psychic or fortune teller? I haven't. I haven't. I have a life. But you know.
Of these supposed clairvoyants in order to gain insights into their lives.
Mega
right?
churches are so crazy to me. Mega churches are scary.
They want to speak to a loved one that passed away, or maybe they just want to become a goddamn billionaire. Essentially, these fortune tellers make
only
a
in
living
America.
of giving
Are mega churches only in? That makes sense. That makes sense. Never mind. That's
people
true.
that hope. Many chastise people in this field for taking advantage of desperate people falling on hard times, or claiming it's all theatrical performances which provide no real benefits. Others swear by it, claiming their readings are shockingly accurate. So today, thanks to Dale, we're going to talk about the wild world of psychics and fortune tellers. But as always, as first, what exactly are psychics and fortune
I have
tellers?
delay with the reason. That's crazy.
What are they?
That is a good
What
reason.
could they possibly fucking be? Well, there are clear differences between fortune tellers and psychics. They share the same goals, providing clarity. and guidance to those struggling
Jug
through
team in
times
this
of
bitch.
uncertainty. Fortune tellers predict what is going to happen in your near or long-term future through.
Do you really believe if I could see the future, I would waste my time telling yours? Oh, bro, that's exactly my point. You think if I had the power, bro, to see the, I'm always tap in. W Mans, bro. Hey, tap in with Jug team, bro. He just got affiliate. Bro has finally passed me in followers, bro. But hey, it's bittersweet, bro. The whole gang locked in right now, bro. The whole gang locked in. But yeah, no, bro. If you think I had the power to see the future, bro, you think I give a fuck? And also, too, I'm spending. I want you to spend crazy amount of money. It's not going to be a quarter. It's not going to be $100. You want me to tell me your future? You gotta at least up a band, gang. IRL's coming soon. Ooh, IRL's coming soon. We gotta actually find a place to go, though.
The use of astrology and various tools and rituals. For example, maybe scrying with a crystal ball. That's what Dale does. This is my
And then
orb.
y'all with
I'm
mad
looking
bitches
into my
is crazy.
orb. When you gaze into a crystal ball, calming the mind.
Did he
until
say
you
he
enter a
died from
trance-like
diabetes? That's
state,
crazy.
To the point of perceiving images and scenes within the ball that can be interpreted by the fortune teller. Like if I had a ball here. Let's see, I'm gonna give everyone who's watching this video, I'm gonna show you what I see inside my ball for your future. Uh-oh. Or you can move on to palm reading, which is using lines and...
Bro, I'm happy he actually did a bit. I feel like every other YouTuber would have just told us that we were gonna subscribe, bro. He actually did a whole bit. That's hilarious.
Curves on your hand of your palm of your hand.
The end of the world is near. I mean, who are you fucking?
I don't know how they do that. That's all the information I have. I'm not sure. They just read it along and they feel the grooves and
Run. Why did you put him in a wheelchair?
Or you could do tea leaf readings. Pretty sure that was in Harry Potter. When a fortune teller uses the patterns of tea leaves at the bottom of a cup, matching the shapes to celestial symbols in order to tell your future.
I'm
right?
gonna spark up. I'll
But
see you later. All right,
the
gang.
most popular of all
I'm
of
glad you
these
tapped
by
in.
far
Have a good one.
has to be the tarot cards or cartomancy. I've never heard that before. Just tarot cards. Never heard anyone in my life say cardomancy. I'm not going to start saying it
I
now.
kind of like that cardomancer.
Yeah, what is
Tarot
cardomancy?
cards, which is a deck of 78 cards that are used for guidance, self-reflection, and exploring potential paths in life, and looking into the past, present, and dare I say future. Psychics, on the other hand, don't always use tools during their readings. Often, they claim to use innate abilities to understand and read someone's past, present, or future. A lot of past, present, or future.
I know tarot cards
Abilities
because of
being
Isaac.
able
I
to
know
use
tarot
their
cards because I
extrasensory
know crazy
perceptions,
white women.
sort of sixth sense, if you will, that allows them to receive information not detectable by normal human senses. They're like dogs. They're like dogs and cats. Blow that whistle. You can't hear, but the dog can.
Can they smell your cancer, these psychics?
Yeah, my psychic smelled me and they crawled up in my lap and was like, I want to get a dog that can sense a heart attack, dude.
That's what I think my dogs, like, they smell my breath.
You literally said that you had like a 7-Up the other day and you were like, yeah, I woke up and Teddy was looking at me all strange. Pawing at your chest.
I literally I opened my eyes, and I just saw his head like this right in front
Really
of me.
close. We want to
Dog can't hear the future. You don't know that. Bro, if your dog can't hear your future, bro, he don't give a fuck about you, honestly.
Yeah. All right, I'll go to the hospital. Is that all you're supposed to do? Okay, I'll.
Or then again, too, bro. No cap. If your dog can hear your future, he probably don't give a fuck because he's not gonna be around for a good chunk of that. He's gonna. Damn, we just shot up to 8 viewers. Good God. But yeah, no, bro. He's not gonna be around for most of that, so he probably don't even give a fuck. But I saw a service dog telling his owner he was about to have an attack. Bro, service dogs, lock me in, bro. Service dogs are the coolest thing ever. And to the people that be trying to pet other people's service dogs while they're working, have a little bit of fucking self-restraint, bro. Why are you acting like you never seen? Can I pet your dog? Have you never seen a dog before, bro? Have you never seen a dog before, bro? What are you, 5, bro? You can't go around petting everybody's fucking dog, bro. Come on, dude. I never saw a service dog in my life. Bro, I see service dogs quite often. I wouldn't say quite often. That's kind of crazy. But, like, I've seen service dogs, like, more than most people.
Go. Or would I be like, oh, and I just die anyways? And he's just like, but he knows. I don't know. Both of these practices are believed by skeptics to be completely made up. Bombshell. Because they say people use body language and mentalism techniques like cold readings to convince you they possess the.
See the one dog that says don't touch, like, ooh. No, for real, bro. Like, and service dogs literally wear vests so you know that they're a service dog. Why are you trying to touch it, bro? Because in America, you can just say you need your dog for emotional support and make it a service dog. That doesn't matter, bro. If my dog says don't fucking touch my dog, don't touch my dog. If I put a sandwich in the fridge and I said, yeah, if I put a sandwich in the fridge and I put something on it that says don't fucking touch it, the last thing I want is your grubby, sweaty, disgusting hands touching my shit, okay? Whether it's for emotional support or I actually need it, my dog says don't touch. Don't touch my fucking dog.
Abilities to basically read your fucking future or thoughts, whatever. A lot of word association stuff too. Your dad, you have a dead dad. I mean, I think I meant your mom. You have a dead mom. No, I didn't.
No,
neighbor.
no.
Your neighbor. Yeah, my neighbor died. See, neighbors trying to talk to you. That kind of stuff.
Is it spelled M-A?
If my dead neighbor was trying to talk to me, bro, I'd have to let it go, bro.
Yeah.
R?
Yeah.
Like Mary?
Yeah.
Is that your mom?
As my daughter.
Or it's your daughter?
Who was the guy that was on TV? He did that. He was like really popular. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
She
South
nailed
Park
it,
episode,
man.
right?
You're a douche. I'm not a douche. What if
Oh,
I really
bro.
believe dead people talk to me?
This is the
Then you're a
dopest
stupid
episode of South Park, bro.
Today's video is sponsored by with your better habits. Definitely one to try for and back.
He's not fucking paying me, chat. We skip this every time.
Cold readings allow people to learn personal details about someone they've never met by using specific techniques. For example, reading body language and facial expressions to quickly understand their emotional state. This is often paired with broad statements and making safe, high probability guesses.
I don't even know what the ad
in
was
order to
for. Maybe it
convince
was
you
a few
that
mad.
They know
I don't
what
know.
they're fucking talking about. Okay? Neither of these practices are new. Their prevalence can be traced back as early as 4000 BCE. So let's get into some examples throughout history. Because in ancient Mesopotamia and Egypt,
I will buy this. This is probably the greatest ancient artifact of all time. I will buy this. No cap.
Priests and priestesses would analyze and interpret dreams as if they were messages just sent directly from the gods. They also read stars in order to offer guidance, which even pharaohs would
Scammers been
utilize
scamming since the
from
beginning of
to
time. Bro, that was
Maybe
the,
not. Who was
probably
the
one
most
of the
famous one?
first jobs is
Tutankhamun.
scamming,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, my boy Tutankhamun, he died when he was like 15.
Who was the guy Moses tricked into letting his people go?
Let my people go.
Ramsey.
Ramses, let my people go. One of the most ancient forms of divination, which refers to the seeking of unknown or future knowledge. through
Animals steal all the
supernatural
time?
Practices. It's also a 3-drop mana card in Magic the Gathering.
Animals also will fucking eat you while you're still living. I don't know if I shouldn't do a lot of things that animals do.
Should draw 3 cards. Is osteomancy. Osteomancy. And osteomancy has been used across many cultures. It involves marking bones like dice and throwing them down in order to interpret the shapes they make. Pretty sure it's voodoo.
What?
Let me read ya, brother. And they read it, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there's a scene in Predator 2 does that. Let me see what the bones say. He throws it down, it's just like a dash in a circle. He's like, brother, this is a bad reading.
Was that in the Predator? Was he seeing the Predator?
Yeah,
coming?
he's like fucking, he's reading some guy's thing, he's like, you're going to die. And the Predator comes down, he's like, get away from me, demon. I don't know, play the scene for like a half second. And in ancient Greece, a sanctuary
What the
known
fuck?
as the Delphi
I
was
saw a video
dedicated
of
to the
3
Greek
guys
god
running toward a
Apollo
lion
and
eating a
home to
prey,
the
and they stole
priestess.
a leg and ran away.
She was known for her prophecies,
crazy.
of which she spoke under supposed divine
That's
possession
crazy.
of Apollo himself. Also, pretty sure we saw that in 300 when the
Stealing from a
chick was
lion
like
is a
floating
dangerous
around
game.
and all the guys remember they're like licking their lips. You want to touch her? What is she saying? And she's like,
I thought they made that up.
no, dude, that was real. That movie's
Not a
100%
lion, lions. Oh yeah, they're
In
definitely
ancient
the
Rome,
motherfuckers brave
soothsayers
or
would use
stupid.
the entrails of
One or the other.
sacrificed animals in order to discern the will of the gods. This ritual would be done before important battles, using signs discovered in the entrails to confirm if the gods approved or disapproved of them doing so. Should I fight? A big thing of fucking guts and everything. I think that's a yes. Look at it's like a bird. It's a bird. Tweet, tweet. Yep, let's go kill some people. During the
Ew.
Renaissance, there was even a heightened interest in communicating the dead using mediums, which is still kind of relevant to what we do now.
Yeah, medium still exists, right? I don't know, maybe. I don't.
Dad, what was that Long Island psychic? That crazy bitch with the huge hair? Did your dog die? Oh, my daughter did. Okay, kind of the same, right? That kind of shit.
Yeah, you saw your daughter as a dog.
Exactly. Remember you saw you looked at her like a dog, you fed her in a bowl? Never happened. Okay, think you did. But starting in the 20th century, the internet and telephone gave way to massive boom in spiritual and psychic practices. Clairvoyants began opening up hotlines and starting television shows to spread their influence all over the world. But nowadays, anyone claiming to be a psychic can have a following and make a living doing remote readings. The digital age has created a large influx of supposed clairvoyance, as well as criticism by skeptics who think it's all a hoax. Nick, what do you think? Do you believe in it?
Yes, I believe everything I see on TV.
Do you actually?
Of course.
No.
You never stopped
Oh.
down with somebody and he's like, give me your hand.
I did, in New Orleans.
It smells bad out here.
Sorry, I farted.
And
You
she's-
believe what?
Bro, what was that clip? I don't think that's TOS.
What
She was
said?
mean to me. I asked her, I was like, how do you know that?
I don't
She's
use
like,
Discord.
"Alright."
Just put the link in the chat, and I'll look at it separately. Off screen.
Whatever. That's what the cards say. If you don't believe me, you don't believe me. She got super defensive over it. She wasn't going card by card. She was just saying stuff.
Because you're snooty, dude. You probably pissed her off. But she was great to me. That was great. And I was like, oh, cool.
You could sense I wasn't a believer. I was poking holes.
Were you? Were you doing like a little, what is this even all? What does all this junk mean?
I was just like, can you explain like each card, what they mean?
What does she have all day?
And then what happened after she did that? She's like, all right, we got 20 minutes left. We're done. I was like, can I ask you more questions? She's like, sure, if you want. You can leave too. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, you pissed her off. Wait, let me look at this real quick.
You pissed her off, dude. I don't know. Be easy. She probably fucked with your future. You ought to know.
She said I was gonna find love, but then she took it back. She said, you know
No,
what?
she went, never mind. Start stuffing them. No, we're done. No more Japanese girls for you. Hey, konnichiwa, arigato. But it's easy to see how someone can pretend to possess psychic or fortune-telling abilities. If you're charming and believable enough, it is fairly
True.
easy to dupe an unsuspecting person desperate
the
for
fuck?
good news. And while many people have positive experiences with people in this profession, there are countless stories showcasing how things can go terribly wrong. So let's start with the psychic that drained a woman's life savings. Always goes here.
What?
doesn't it? It either goes to like rape.
You know, part of me fucking believed it so much that I thought he was gonna say the psychic drained the life out of her body, and I was like, wait, they can do that? Like, part of me believed it for that split second, and I was like, wait, what the fuck? But nah, life savings makes sense.
Murder, or we took your entire all your money. I'd love to have one where it's just like girl talks to dad's ghost and it's totally real and epic. Where's that news story, dude? Yeah, dude, if you're just like, if you had to talk to your
Super
dead dad
psychic,
was like,
bro, that-
sweetheart, seriously.
Bro, she might be fucking Raven from Teen Titans if she drains the fucking life force out of someone. No cap.
I know that life's terrible. You're a dental hygienist, and your husband beats you around. But guess what? There's a big man upstairs, and he has a better plan for you. Really, Dad? Yeah, that's the ghost dad. Yeah.
Did this come up in your dentist appointment today?
I really did kind of go specific with the dental thing. A 65-year-old woman named Francine Evers revealed that she lost over $70,000 to a psychic named Adam Marks in only 6 months. A little more than $10,000 a month.
Losing $73,000 in 6 months is insane. After the first band, you didn't notice that maybe bro might be wrong.
Month. Well, if you gotta keep reading, then keep reading, Adam. He's like, good. They met each other in 2009, starting with $10 psychic readings, simply because she thought it would be a fun experience. By the end of the session, she was upsold on an $825 in-depth reading after being told she had, quote, serious problems with her aura, especially on the right side. It's like some Scientology.
So you're telling me he went from $10 and then upcharged her ass $800? He might be the greatest salesman of all time, bro. He might be the greatest salesman of all time. No cap.
Shit. Oh, your readings are bad. It's gonna take a while, so I'm gonna have to charge more, a grand. I'll be like, I came in for a $10 reading, and now I'm gonna spend almost $1,000 in here.
Man.
Hello? Seeing that she took the bait, Marks decided to up the ante by calling her up. According to Francine, quote,
in a panic, he had also foreseen that due to this, something terrible was about to happen to me, which he was trying to ward off.
which then Adam requested basically $10,000 in $100 bills. Okay? Claiming it would give him the power to send away the potential threats heading her way. This repeated over and over again until Marks
The
slid
money
her up to
powers him up, bro.
$73,400, as well as a personal family heirlooms. Her trust was taken advantage of, and now she lives with the immense regret of being so stupid as to take him so seriously. Which later
Imagine being like her kid or her grandkids. Like, you know, you're just kind of sitting there. You're like, so like, how the fuck did you lose $70,000? You can't help me pay for Alex's soccer lessons, but all of a sudden, bro, you got $70,000 to give away to some fucking weirdo. Come on, bro. Hell no.
Later, Adam Marks was charged with theft and crimes against an at-risk adult and intimidating a witness. And at one point, he tried to get out of the troubles by claiming he was going to return all he took and only needed the money momentarily to give him the power to keep her safe. I was going to give it back. The demons hate sick sweet cash, which is kind of true.
That's true.
You never fucking see a rich person get fucked with.
Protects them.
Only trailer trash. Only poor people. Just gotta give them cash. Give it right back. As you can see, clairvoyants can very
True.
easily use their supposed powers for evil, much like the door-to-door fortune-telling burglars, like the Home Alone
Nigga,
guys.
what?
With the wet bandits or whatever. Kind of sounds like that. Which in 2024, last year, a 52-year-old woman named
Damn.
Carol Mitchell visited the home of Judith Ramirez to ask where she could buy some Mexican food in the area. That doesn't sound like an old woman talking to a nearby
Yeah,
Mexican neighbor. I don't
that's
know what else
racist.
does. But not only that, but she also asked to come inside to get a drink of water. When she was inside the house, she immediately offered her a psychic reading. Judith declined the offer, but Carol started reading her forehead anyways.
Forehead.
I was playing
she was
playing
sticking her
Clash.
hand
I
before
just
you left.
won.
Let me give you a
I'm
reading.
so happy
Judith
for you.
stepped out momentarily
People fall
to
for
help her
anything?
child,
Hell
so the
yeah,
psychic
people fall
started
for
giving her
anything.
50-year-old mother a reading instead. And out of nowhere, she flashes a firearm. She has a piece. All right, Carol has a piece. According to Judith, quote,
She told her that if she doesn't give her the money, she was going to hurt us, my baby and I.
she said she was Mexican. She robbed the family, and future investigations showed that this was far from the first time she had done such a thing. Supposedly, she had a habit of driving around Hispanic communities and using her psychic services to enter people's homes and commit robberies. And in one case, she stole $12,000 from a single victim. Why even have the psychic angle?
That's what I was gonna say.
Literally, she was able to get into the house by being like, I want to know where Mexican food is at. And she was like, come on in, arriba.
Maybe I'm guessing it's like to drop their thing because like
It's getting the borderline racist territory on there. I'm gonna need you to reel it in, bro.
let me read your hands. They close their eyes and they pull out the gun.
They close their eyes. Now open them. Surprise, cocksucker. Actually, this is the old woman.
Surprise, bitch. Give me the dough.
But Carol was eventually caught.
Doing way
arrested
too
on
much
charges
on
of
bro.
robbery with a firearm, kidnapping while in possession of a firearm, and 3 out-of-county warrants.
Damn.
This is served.
Justice is served. Many people have gone to psychic readings and taken their word as gospel. This can result in irreparable damage done to people's lives, particularly violent reactions, like the fortune teller who was attacked because she gave out some love advice to a person who didn't want to get that kind of love advice. In Germany, a fortune teller named
Granny was dangerous. Old people are more violent than we are, bro. There was literally a study that like Gen Z, like from the ages like 18 to like 25, have committed less like violent crimes than any other generation before them in the same age range. Let that sink in.
Zagorka Javnakovarich. Zagorka.
Gorka.
Zagorka Jovanovic had become incredibly popular by her reading. She advertised herself online as Esmeralda Ausbirk, claiming that she can use her powers
Imagine
to
a fortune
contact the
teller is
spiritual
like,
world
you
in
are
order
gonna
to
break
solve
up because of
relationship
me,
issues.
and we're
She's
going to
basically a
fuck.
therapist who's just like, also I'm
What? What? I would have been like, what are you talking about right now? I would have probably got up and left. What are we talking about right now, bro? Get your freaky ass out. Get your freaky ass out of here.
magical. I'm reaching into the beyond and being like, here, this is the secret you needed. A German woman had walked out on a previous partner and later starting a relationship with a man named Kolkik. Because she was a superstitious person, this man encouraged her to see Esmeralda for a reading. She soon regretted that
Put your tongue
decision
away.
because the fortune teller insisted that she needed to go back to her previous lover in order to have a happy life.
Do you think the previous like lover went to the fortune teller?
Yeah. I give you uns 5. What are German dollars? Pounds?
Marks.
I give you 5 marks to tell that woman to come back. What if you had a gun? What if it was like the fucking last person? She had a gun. He's behind her chair, like shaking him. You should go back to the old guy. For real, it's happy life. He has like a shotgun right behind her.
She's doing a tarot card reading and says help.
Yeah, exactly. Which the woman who went in there immediately took her advice and broke up with Kolkik. That guy's like, what the fuck? What did she say? Which that enraged him. He decided to set up a session with Esmeralda only to repeatedly stab her as soon as she opened the door.
Euros? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were euros, bro. I'm talking about marks.
Exactly. Come on in. As soon as she opens the door, the man fled the scene.
Wait,
as the
euro doesn't have a... Wait, is it just 500 euro? It's not euros? Damn, America cooked that shit. Yeah, all right.
fortune teller.
Hey, no.
lay dead in a pool of her own blood. She was rushed to the hospital and placed in intensive care. Police began searching for Kolchak to no avail, convinced that he had fled to Turkey to escape jail time. He didn't even get caught. He stabbed... He probably, you know what? He was probably so fucking pissed too because he was just like, she's kind of superstitious. I'll go ahead and, you know, hey, go ahead. And yeah, she's like, she told me to fucking leave your ass.
What?
Often people who
No,
are
bro.
gullible or desperate can easily be taken for a ride by a malicious psychic. And sometimes people can lose absurd amounts of money from these endeavors. Like the psychic that took $1 million to stop evil spirits.
It's the money.
It's the money thing, I'm telling you. We need cash. We need total cash. Which J.C. Wasso, a self-proclaimed psychic, successfully stole $1 million from Richard Rappaport through a young woman named Lynn Helene.
$1 million to the people that like when I see people lose or get scammed out of millions and millions of dollars or thousands of dollars, give it to me, bro. Give it to me, because obviously you don't know what financial literacy looks like, bro. Just give it to me, bro. Just give it to me. You're not financially responsible, bro.
Halan. Hopefully you can follow all these fucking names because I'm getting lost. Halfin visited the psychic, and according to her, quote, she said she feels a very bad energy from me, and this bad energy is a curse that comes from generations and generations. Wasso continued to frighten her, saying,
Your mother is going to die. You're going to lose everything. You're going to be sent away. You're going into darkness. Darkness is going to possess you.
huh? Halvin would need to pay lots of money for the psychic to rid her of the evil spirits, money that she did not have. Because of this, Wasso slowly began coaching the 29-year-old woman on how to marry a rich, elderly man named Richard Rappaport for the purpose of taking his money. You're going to want to marry this man and take his money, and then you'll leave him. God does not care about this. This is fine.
That's insane. She coached
dude,
this
coach her.
woman.
All right, I'll learn. It's like some serious, like, Emperor Palpatine shit, isn't it? Yeah, Andy.
Bro, what? This shit evil as hell, bro. What?
It pretty much reads like that.
You've only heard what the Jedi have told you about this Eve.
Kind of reads like that. Wasso would tell her to give it her all and pretend that he was her soulmate. And it worked. And soon, they were married. Very quickly, some old guy's like, really? I love you. Halfin began to get cold feet when it came to manipulating Rappaport for his money, with Wasso continuing guilt-tripping her into asking for the large sum of money. Rappaport was under the impression that the money would be used to purchase property and help her family back home. In reality, it was going all to the psychic. Rappaport was made aware of the potential fraud by the police, where he realized he had been taken for a ride. Halfin was caught and deported, but Wasso's punishment was far worse. She was given a 9.5-year prison sentence, 15 years of probation following the release, and the condition that she could never work as a psychic ever again. Ever. And this isn't the first time that a psychic took advantage of an innocent person for a large sum of money. There's also the family that lost $3 million over a fake family curse.
$3 million. They got scammed out of $3 million. Never touch bread ever again. Working and psychic in the same sentence. Why do dumb people have so much bread? Why do dumb people have so much bread? Look, I actually think I know what it is. It's generational wealth. So the really smart motherfucker got the money, and then he didn't teach anything to the people under him. So they just gradually became dumber and dumber with immense amounts of bread, bro. That's what it has to be, bro. They just had generational wealth and no financial literacy.
God damn, dude. Samantha Stevens was a psychic and fortune teller living in Miami. She spent years taking advantage of a woman by convincing her that there was a curse placed upon their family that meant to do them harm. She stated that lifting the curse required multiple, quote, money cleansing rituals. We need to become some psychics, dude. Don't we? Well, I would help you, but I need money for the money cleansing money cleansing ritual. Is that a good like fortune teller accent?
I like it. Yeah.
Sit on my knee. That's how to differentiate myself. I can only read your future when you sit on my knee.
Santa?
Yeah. I also grant wishes. Dale definitely has done plenty of money rituals for sure. But she started lifting the curse required money cleansing rituals that would need to be performed on large sums of money. She did as she was told, giving her copious amounts of cash that would then be used to buy big luxury items and gamble at the casino. This went on for several years without the victim realizing that something was fishy. By the end, she had lost $3 million, and she was no longer able to pay for the cleansing rituals. Stevens cut off all contact. This is when the victim contacted the authorities, who soon arrested her, as well as a man named Michael Guzman, who acted as an accomplice. They both pled guilty to money laundering. Not only would they be in jail for several years, but they would be forced to pay $3 million in restitutions to the victim. So at least she got her money back, if they even have it.
I was gonna say, it sounds like she gambled it all away at her
Yeah.
gypsy casino.
Are there gypsy casinos?
I don't know.
$3 million is
Maybe.
huge, but this isn't even the most money that a psychic has scammed out of someone. In one instance, a psychic took
Oh, it's just 3.5 million. When he said it's more than 3 million, my shit started hitting 5 or more. No cap.
$3.5 million for fake exorcism. An elderly woman from Massachusetts had been receiving various spiritual cleansings as well as exorcisms from Sally Ann Johnson, a 41-year-old psychic from South Florida. How many exorcisms does one need? I thought once you have it done, they're gone. He crawled back in.
I was gonna say, your door's open. That's the thing.
Oh, well, he went back in and locked the door. We got it. Come on. Give me the money. This all occurred over the course of 7 years when a woman was convinced that she needed to rid the demons and evil spirits inside of her. The psychic made one fatal mistake. It was hiding her earnings from the IRS. She used the alias and used
All because she could have got away with the lick if she just paid taxes. Come on, bro.
different bank accounts to other people's names to avoid the law. But eventually, she was sentenced to over 2.5 years in prison, and she was forced to repay the woman as well as an additional $725,000 to the IRS. And it goes without saying that these fucking psychics are
shit.
evil people, right?
W. Ray from Jug Team. Oh, what the fuck? If I get 3.5 million, I'm buying hella Bitcoin and run away somewhere in Asia and nobody will see me ever again. If I get 3.5 million, bro, I'm running away to Asia, bro. What the fuck? And literally, she almost got away with it if she just would have paid her taxes, bro. She would have got away with it. She would have still kept $3 million. Actually, I think they said like she would have kept like 2.9. She's still 2.9 million more than she had already, bro.
But there's nothing compared to the next one. Let's talk about the most evil and twisted psychic to ever exist on planet Earth, Louise Lindloff.
Who the fuck is that?
Louise Lindloff is a woman responsible for the deaths of many, many people, using her profession as a
Biblical
fortune teller to
greed,
enact
bro.
horrible crimes. At
That's what they was talking
1905,
about, bro.
Lindloff's husband had died of an apparent heart stroke.
Heat stroke.
Of an apparent heat stroke. She just so
This
happened to
motherfucker
carry a
can't
life insurance
read.
policy claiming $2,000 after his death. This became a pattern in her life. By 1912, she had lost 2 husbands and 3 of her children to various ailments and diseases. And each time she had lost 2
Sunstroke 1905, heat trouble in 1910. Damn, she probably wasn't even married to this motherfucker for long, bro. It's only 5
husbands and
years.
3 of her children.
Teenage daughter, typhoid fever, 1908. This is the crazy. Yeah, this is the worst 7-year run ever, bro. Oh my god, heart trouble after too much dancing. Heart trouble after too much dancing. Yeah, nah, bro. Pancreatic trouble, he probably had cancer. No cap. 1912, he probably had cancer. They didn't know how to do that.
To various ailments and diseases. And each time she happened to collect more money, totaling around $10,650. She was even killing her kids at this point. People became suspicious, and further investigation revealed that their deaths were actually due to slow poisonings. Lindloff
She poisoned them. How do you know this? You already know this, bro.
was arrested. She claimed that she could see the future. Using a cheap crystal ball she brought along with her to predict that she would soon be exonerated for her crimes.
That's the best. I don't need a lawyer.
I don't need a lawyer, I just need Father Time. Murder charges began to stack up, and as the investigation continued, with the police officers finding various
Bruh, it's
types
easy.
of poisons in
Hey,
her
shit.
home. Her motives for enacting such heinous crimes began to evolve as police began to learn more about who Lindloff even was. She was a psychic that would hold weekly seances, which took place through the 7 years that she was enacting the killings. And it appeared that she was predicting the deaths of various people, then poisoned them to fit those predictions in an attempt to bolster her reputation as a
that's
psychic.
so
Poison the
old.
people, kill them, and then she's like,
I told you.
But I tell you,
She'd probably do it
Yeah.
like if it's a big room. She'd be like, "You will die."
back there. Yeah, and don't be sure to drink that big cup of green stuff by the door. That kind of thing. Those that attended the seances would sometimes find Lindelof predicting their own deaths. And after eating her meals, they would become ill. And now convinced that she was poisoned.
Did the raid work? I mean, I think it did. I think it did. I appreciate you though, gang. In an ad right now. The long ass. But yeah, no, I think it did. I think it did. I appreciate you. A girl met a man at her mother's funeral. She fell in love with him. The next day she killed her sister. Why? A girl met a man at her mother's funeral. She fell in love with him. The next day she killed her sister. Why? It was her sister's husband. I don't know. All right, I'm back. I appreciate the raid. I think it did work though. I think we're good. But I appreciate you, gang. I don't know. Was it her sister's husband?
Them as well as to prove her predictions. These potential victims became the state witnesses, strengthening the case against her. And on top of this, evidence would surface proving that Lindelof would experiment with poisons back when she was a nurse in 1907. First, she poisoned a dog. Next, a 5-month-old baby.
Brutal.
Why?
Also owned a saloon with many people.
Because she was hoping she'd meet him again at her sister's funeral. That's fucked. That's fucked. What? I got it in 2 seconds, my brother, too. Bro, I was not expecting that, bro. That's fucking insane. Nah, I was like, damn, like, okay, maybe it's like some infidelity. Nah, bro, that's crazy. All right, man, I was on my phone hoping it worked. Yeah, nah, it worked. I appreciate you, gang.
People would report feeling incredibly ill after consuming
That's
beer she
fucked.
had
Oh
served.
my
And
God.
in the end, she was found guilty of murder and sentenced to 25 years in penitentiary. In the courtroom, she laughed hysterically upon hearing the verdict, collapsing to the floor. I'll tell you what, that crazy bitch just like to poison people, huh? It's hard not to read into things like psychic and fortune tellers when you're really in need of some help or some good fucking news. But always remember that even people who claim to have supernatural powers are also people running a business that have rent to pay. If you want to go to a reading or maybe just look in a crystal ball, go for it. Just treat it like a fun little adventure and don't invest too much into the reading. And until next time, everyone, stay safe. My crystal ball tells me something.
Not gonna lie, bro. What did we learn today? That shit is still fucking fake as hell. For the people over on YouTube, unfortunately, that time has come to an end. I appreciate you watching this video with me. If you want to see the reactions live in real time and participate in the chat, twitch.tv/Brando or whatever, and I'll see you guys later.
Keep it low, keep it low. I heard you wanna take a shot, yeah, let's get it in. Took a sip of Henny, so I had to bring out F&N. You told me they really wasn't fucking with a Rassy, so I just had to bring out the fault, nigga Ponchi.